Hello Nigerians, welcome to DDM News Updates. President Bola Tinubu's leadership of ECOWAS has been extended for another term following his re-election as chairman of the regional organization. On July 9, 2023, Tinubu was re-elected to the position. Tinubu was elected to the position for the first time in Guinea-Bissau. The ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government unanimously confirmed Tinubu's re-election during their 65th ordinary session held at the presidential villa in Abuja, Nigeria's capital. President Tinubu urged ECOWAS heads of state and government to collaborate on establishing and maintaining a regional standby force to enhance security and promote economic development of the region. President Tinubu stressed the urgency of establishing a standby force in response to the escalating security threats, urging member states to allocate more resources to ensure regional security. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has asked Interpol in North African countries to place the former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello in his watch list. The FCC call was based on credible intelligence which revealed that the former Kogi State Governor was contemplating escaping to Morocco with a view to deliberately checking his next trial, expected to be held on July 17th at the Federal High Court in Abuja. According to a source, the FCC chairman, Mr. Ola Olukoyede, had a meeting with all the heads of Interpol in North Africa regarding the ex-governor. The chairman formally asked Interpol to place Bello on a red alert in all North African countries, including Morocco, Tunisia, and the rest of them. In this part, the anti-graft agency said many options are on the table in dealing with the Bello situation, including storming the Kogi State government house in Lokoja, where the ex-governor is believed to be hiding. Bello is facing a 19-count charge for alleged money laundering and misappropriation of public funds of about 80.2 billion naira. Despite denying the allegations, the ex-governor has consistently failed to appear before the court to face his trial. Now, fuel scarcity. Fuel scarcity is gradually surfacing in Lagos and other parts of the country as private depot owners hiked the export price of petrol from $6.30 to $7.20 per litre. This development came as fuel scarcity aggravated in Abuja and the adjoining states on Sunday, with some fueling stations dispensing PMS as high as 900 per litre. It is reported that a number of petrol stations in Lagos, Ogun, and some states have run out of stock as they refuse to buy high-priced fuel from the private depots. Reacting to this development, the president of the International Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Ahmed, said many petrol stations did not open for the business because they had no fuel in their tanks. He said the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, which is the sole importer of petroleum at the moment, should explain to Nigerians what was happening with the product. It was learned that the third parties, who are private depot owners, used to sell PMS to independent marketers at the rate of $630 to $650 per litre before now, while the NNPC sells petrol to major marketers at the price below or around $600. On many occasions, leaders of IPMAN have appealed to the NNPC to supply them with petrol directly, like they do to major marketers. But the NNPC has yet to yield to this call. Fashola appealed to Nigerians to avoid panic buying, saying they should buy what they need so that the fuel in circulation could go around. It was gathered that the major marketers sold petrol below $650 per litre, while the independent marketers sold between $750 and $800 per litre. Now, the Ebonyi state government has braced itself to welcome a fleet of 4 aircraft. Ebonyi State Commissioner for Aviation and Transport Technology, Mrs. Ngozi Obichukwu, yesterday said that government has concluded plans to purchase 4 aircraft for the smooth takeoff of the Chiobo Kadebo International Airport in Onweke Eza, South Local Government area of the state. Mrs. Obichukwu, who announced the plan during the inspection tour of the completed 3.5 kilometers runway, said the government would float its airline with the 4 aircraft. She said other investors had already indicated interest to give the state extra 3 aircraft. She said other investors had already indicated interest to give the state extra aircraft, adding that the Shoba Okadibo International Airport would not just boost the economy, but also to showcase Ebonyi State to the world. She expressed joy on the completion of the runway, adding that the commercial operation of the international airport is expected to take off in August this year, with President Bola Tinubu flying into the state through the newly completed airport. On international scene, Viktor Orban, Hungary's prime minister, held talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow, despite widespread criticism from the EU leaders and Ukraine's government. The meeting on Friday was part of the Hungarian Prime Minister's Viktor Orban's self-described peace mission, which followed a visit to Kyiv 2 days earlier, where he held talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Hungary has just taken over the presidency of the Council of the European Union, but the EU leaders have stressed that Mr. Orban is not acting on behalf of the organization. After the meeting, which lasted several hours, Hungary's prime minister said Russia and Ukraine were still far apart in their views on achieving peace. Volodymyr Zelensky has long said Ukraine will not negotiate with Moscow until Russian forces leave all Ukraine territory, including Crimea. Earlier, Mr. Putin said Mr. Orban was visiting not just as a long-time partner, but as a European Union representative. However, leaders openly condemned the Moscow trip and emphasized he was not representing the UN. That's it for the DDM News Update. Please, for more stories, endeavor to hit the subscription button. Thank you.